Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, dear students of MCOM. How are you? कैसे हैं आप लोग? How are your classes going on? I hope so. All teachers are taking your online classes with zeal and zest. Actually, we have covered up all our course, but I think just to refresh you, so I have selected today this scientific research topic, one of the core important topic and may be asked in your exams. Ladies and gentlemen, the question is scientific research. Someone asks you, so what does it make by the scientific research? Actually, before going to talk about scientific research, क्या है? A careful, critical research for solution to the problems that puzzle the mankind. Or scientific investigation of the known for the purpose of discovering the unknown. ये मेरा ख्याल ज़्यादा काफ़ी चीज़ है कि जो एक investigation of the known for the purpose of discovering the unknown. और फिर any relatively systematic, formal, conscious procedure for evolving and testing hypotheses about reality, or in more modern terms, for decisions. Now, the feature of scientific research, research is conducted with purpose. Whenever a research is purposeful, it is a planned one, it is a focused one. Purpose should be clearly mentioned in an understandable and unambiguous manner, and the statement of problem should include its scope, its limitation, and the precise meaning of all words and terms significant to the research. So any planned activity, intended activity, and supported with the testable some mechanism. So if it has been added or supported with the hypothesis testing, and by rejecting the null, we are accepting the alternate hypothesis. If such sort of planned and the determined efforts are involved there, so our research would be called as a scientific research. My dear, hallmarks of scientific research, attributes, characteristics. एक अच्छी जो रिसर्च है वो कहते हैं जी उसमें ये खूबियाँ होनी चाहिए: purposiveness, rigor, testability, replicability, prescience, confidence, objectivity, generalizability, and parsimony. Now, one by one we are going to talk. Naturally, the purposiveness, it has to start with a definite aim or purpose. The focus is on increasing employee commitment. Increasing employee commitment will translate into less turnover, less absenteeism, increased performance level. Thus, it has a purposive purpose. So, in fact, your research basic purpose is through the research you want to fulfill the purpose, and purpose of your research is increasing employee commitment, or employee commitment is indicated once there is less turnover, less absenteeism, and increased performance level. तो चूँकि हमारी रिसर्च का ये पर्पस है, that's why any research which is inclusion is a purposiveness. I'm sure like it means it is being pursued to achieve the purpose. So that's why this characteristics of research makes your research as scientific research. Ladies and gentlemen, another characteristics of the research which make your research more scientific, that is a rigor. Actually, a rigor is what a good theoretical base and sound methodological design would add rigor to the purposive study. Rigor adds carefulness, accuracy, and the degree of exactitude in research. I just would like to just to give you a very simple example. देखिए, let's say you are an accountant and you have to prepare the balance sheets or income statement. So, ladies and gentlemen, रिगर उसमें किस तरीके से आता है कि एग्जैक्टिट्यूड और एक्यूरेसी कैसे आती है कि वंस द बैलेंस शीट इज प्रिपेयर्ड अकॉर्डिंग टू द international reporting system, financial reporting system, that is based upon the international accounting standards. Current assets are classified properly, tangible assets are properly and accordingly, that is defined. Or if it has been prepared accordingly, naturally your balance sheet would having a rigor. तो रिगर इज में जितनी रिगर पाई जाएगी, केयरफुलनेस, एक्यूरेसी, दैट्स वाई हम अपनी रिसर्च में कोई भी काम करते हैं तो उसके अंदर, लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, वी हैव टू डू अकॉर्डिंग टू द methodology. Methodology is the plan and design accordingly. Someone have to work, and if any research has been conducted according to the methodology and according to the scientific research, I'm sure like it would be having the rigor. So example is a manager asks only from 10 to 20 employees how to increase the level of commitment, and on the basis of their responses the manager reaches to conclusion on how commitment can be increased. Whole approach to investigation would be unscientific. It would lack rigor for the following reasons. So anyhow, I think rigor should be there. Mean you must have to adhere to the principles, rules, regulations, fundamentals of the research, and it should be done accordingly. Ladies and gentlemen, rigorous involve good theoretical base and thought out methodology. The factor enable the researcher to collect the right kind of information from an appropriate sample with the minimum degree of bias and facilitate suitable analysis of the data gathered. तो उसमें जो थ्योरेटिकल जो रिगर तब आता है कि अगर उसमें एक थ्योरेटिकल, और थ्योरेटिकल का मतलब है कि वट एवर द रिसर्च यू आर डूइंग, it must be supported with the theories established. Now, for example, you are going to conduct a research on motivation, so naturally your motivation thought must be supported with the established theories like Abraham Maslow, theory X, theory Y, hygiene factor theory. So to that extent it is supported accordingly, and the theoretical base, so naturally your research would be more scientific one. Next one is वो कहते हैं जी कि आपकी जो रिसर्च है, रिसर्च जब आप की जाए तो उसमें टेस्टेबिलिटी होनी चाहिए. और नो, व्हाट डज इट मीन बाय टेस्टेबल? टेस्टेबिलिटी का मतलब है कि द डाटा और वट एवर यू आर गोइंग टू मेक एंड फाइंड, एंड इट शुड बी टेस्टेबल वन. फॉर एग्जांपल, आपकी अगर बॉडी वेट को हम मैयर नहीं कर सकते, टेस्ट नहीं किया जा सकता, मलेरिया के सिम्टम्स को मैयर नहीं किया जा सकता, टेस्ट नहीं किया जा सकता, तो उसकी इट हैज़ नो वैल्यू. तो आफ्टर रैंडम सिलेक्शन, मैनेजर एंड रिसर्चर डेवलप certain hypotheses on how manager employee commitment can be enhanced. Then these can be tested by applying certain statistical tests to the data collected for the purpose. If the scientific analysis of data supports the hypothesis, it is accepted and as a fact, as a truth. Or the researcher might hypothesize that those employees who perceive greater opportunities for participation in commitment. So anyhow, for testing, testability is done through statistical tool, mathematical tool, in which data is fine and analysis basically is done. So far as we have discussed purposiveness, we have discussed the rigor, we have discussed the testability, and further we can move towards तो लिहाजा इन सब चीज़ों का हमारे पास होना ज़रूरी है.